Good morning, traders. Today is the 8th of September 2021. My name is Shegun Chat 247, and I train traders how to trade in harmony with the market. This is the pound US dollar. Very interesting. For those that has been following my video, we have a long-term interest in the pound because of the last posted price, which was the what we call the last action, and that was higher high, okay, above here. And what we've seen since that high was made on, I think was the 30th of July, price has been coming down. But the significant thing here is this low remains untouched. Okay, so that means the buyers are still in control of this market. And we know in order for anybody to make money in the market, especially the dynamic traders, they will always want to buy low and sell high. So because the last posted price here was a higher high, we expected this. Maybe not up to this point, but we expected the correction. And also we have to accept the fact that because we cannot move the market, we just have to basically we are waiting for some people or group of dynamic traders that can actually move the market in our favor. And that was what we saw here. This candle with the follow through, and we started seeing a pattern. This is what we called the bullish wave one of wave of success. And once we see the wave one, we will see a correction, and the correction is here now. What is interesting in the pound is very simple. The 4-hour chart is very interesting to us. Okay, from what I've explained, wave one, extended wave two, followed by correction. I said again, the banks or the dynamic traders, they will always want to buy low and sell high. And as we can see, what do we call this in a simple term? Series of higher highs and higher lows. This is the last low here, and price hasn't traded that low. This is a normal correction. Okay, price came into a buy zone. This is a low, price broke the low, and we are expecting a continuation. The what is interesting again is this point here represent basically the confirmation point. That point there is the 13800. 123. If price should come above the 13800, that means we will have a continuation to the upside. Where that will go, we don't know. The correction has come to 50%. So this here is the first target. We have a resistance there. So that zone there is the first target before we see another uh, profit taking or whatever they want to do. Okay, so that's that. Going to the 5 minutes chart, I like to use 5 minutes. This is a for people that know how to trade price behavior. This is a bread and butter setup called the market structure reverse. Okay, so we have our structure down 0 1 2 3 4 5 completed. This 4 to 5 is actually, there was a clue here at 3 this morning. Just before the London Open, we saw this move. This is what we call trend changing pattern. Okay, and also we know that it takes a great deal of time and effort for a trend to change. That means if I see this, I want to look at what has happened before. Did I have something similar to this? Okay, and there we have it. trend changing pattern 1, trend changing pattern 2, breakdown, another trend changing pattern, breakdown. This here is the manipulation that completes the trend changing pattern. What is important here is this: we have low of the day below the previous daily low, okay? Low of the day followed by a lower low candle, a higher low candle, and the third, this is a setup, this three candle, okay? Let me do this. This is a three candle setup that we use to know whether there's going to be a reverse, okay? And this here is low of the day. The one in the middle is lower low, because that low is lower to this, and the third candle gave us a higher low, and the confirmation is this one. Look at that, bullish engulfing, 1 2 3. For those that actually know, that study candlestick behavior or candlestick patterns, they will know what I'm talking about here. And that was the first move, and we know we are expecting a failure to give us a completed W pattern. And now, if you want to be very cautious, you can buy above here. We are already long on this trade, okay? And the important thing is, this is a low risk trade. Why did I say that? Is because with the market structure reverse on the 5 minute, we know that the lower low that printed below the low of the day, this candle, this lower low candle, that is our stop loss. For this setup to work out, this low must not be broken. It's as simple as that. So when I took the trade on the close of this candle, my risk on this trade is actually 10 pips. On a pound dollar trade, that you have a potential, I will talk about this, the target in a minute. You have a potential of almost 8 to 1 on that trade. Why? Because our target, let me just check the MT4 terminal. Our target is one daily high, which is 138.56. That's our first target on the 5 minute chart in terms of intraday. Okay, one daily high. Where is that? Here is our target, 138.56. If price gets there and break above it, we should experience a profit taking or correction. And once the correction is done, that will give us a continuation. Look, this is the confirmation point that I said. Okay, on the 4 hour, if price manage to break 138.00, that's it, for pound, there will be a continuation in the trade according to the price behavior. Anything can happen in the market, and we just have to follow the rules basically, and and don't think too much, because when you start to think about it, that is when you start to make an excuse for why you should do this or why you should not do that. So we don't do that, we just follow the rules. This here is our stop loss, the low of that candle, which is the 137.50. You can give it 2 pips, maybe 137.48, and that's it basically. A cautious buy is above here, a close above 137.69. Let me see the candle high, 137.69. A close above here should give us a break to the upside. When you sell there, when you buy there, I mean, that's why people buy or do nothing. You don't want to be selling this baby around you because of this setup. Okay, so that's basically my what we are looking at for today. There are other pairs that we have interest in, but this one is more of a high probability setup than most of the other pairs that I'm looking at for today. So there you have it. My name is Shogun Chat 247 as always. I wish you a successful trading day, and watch out for my updates on this trade later if time permits. And that's it basically. Take care.